everybody. Thanks for watching today. Now, anytime there's a hint that maybe the New England Patriots have a new starting running back, we have to pay attention for fantasy, because that guy could inherit a pretty terrific role. And it seems like as good a time as any to talk about Sony Michel, the rookie out of Georgia, on whom I was extraordinarily high coming out of college, even before he had the landing spot with the Patriots, but on whom I was less convinced for week 4 just because in weeks 2 and 3 he didn't look all that good. So this is a really good opportunity for us to dig into the Sony Michel week 4 game tape and see what we can see, so let's do it. This is Michel's second carry on Sunday. First was a nice gain, sort of huge wide open lanes, kind of a theme. I think anybody could have gotten a lot of what Michel got on Sunday. Here, I'm paying attention to the adjustment Michel makes as he gets to and through the hole. He sees number 47 there, Kiko Alonso, moving to his left, and a blocker is going to come and get him. And that's a quick vector adjustment without losing speed. I think that's what we want to see. If you've been watching this channel, you know that is like catnip to me. In fact, Kiko Alonso trips Sony Michel on this play. Should have been called a penalty, stuck out his leg. The official didn't see it. Hey, if you've been looking for a place to play the games, bet a couple bucks on the NFL games, I can personally recommend BetDSI.com. It's where I've had an account for more than 3 years. Basically, when BetDSI started sponsoring my podcast is when I opened an account there and haven't looked back, haven't really thought about it since. It's super easy to use. They've got a great app. The customer service is really good. Basically, I don't think about it. The odds are there. I place the bets. We move on, and that's exactly what you want from your online book. And so therefore, I recommend BetDSI.com. And if you want to use the promo code HarrisTube, they will match your deposit up to $500. Thank you very much to BetDSI for sponsoring. Okay, back at it with Sony Michel. Why was it fair to be concerned about Michel coming into week 4? Because we'd seen a lot of this from him for 2 weeks. Basically, not that special running. You know, there's a hole on this run. I'm not telling you he's doomed forever because he didn't make something out of it, but not all that much oomph into the hole as an accelerator, didn't see the tackler coming, wasn't in love with what I'd seen to start Michel's career. And then to say nothing of the fact that the hands that I believed might turn Sony Michel into an Alvin Kamara for our time, those hands were maybe turning out to be somewhat made of stone, or I guess someone who listens to my podcast might say made out of wooden ducks. So for me, Michel had stuff to prove coming into week 4 before we just thrust the juicy fantasy role upon him, which we know Patriot running backs tend to get. And thankfully, I think we started to see it. I think this run, it's not elite, but it's good, and it gives us some in-run adjustment there to evade a tackler, gives us a little bit of power to finish off the run. If we go back to the beginning, I think most running backs are going to find their way through that initial hole. That's Alonso again, and he's getting crushed there by the fullback, and Michel sort of waltzes through the hole. But the rest of it, I think we're starting to see a guy who moves like a good NFL running back moves. And that was a theme, a lot of room to run on a lot of his good runs. In the first quarter, when the Pats got it down to the Miami 3, I like seeing him stick his nose in there. I'm not going to blame a running back for when the house caves in on him. And very next play, same possession, he's just not the huge dude who barrels over or around defensive linemen who get square shots on him. So he's not going to be Marshawn Lynch. He's not going to be the obvious plow horse at the goal line. Sometimes he'll probably score at the goal line, and sometimes this will happen. And then here's his touchdown. This was pretty typical. It's just a bad run defense day for Miami. It's 31-0 in the fourth quarter. You get your first career touchdown for Sony, but yeah, of course. It pads the box score and makes everybody feel more comfortable starting him more for week 5, but I think you can see, I don't know that he did all that much. This score really doesn't add that much to my impression of him. So what are we seeing on film here? I think mostly in week 4, we're seeing domination. This was the Dolphins not playing well and the Patriots asserting themselves. And let's be honest, there's a lot of running backs in the NFL who could have had a good day with the sorts of holes that Sony Michel had. But I thought I saw enough, and I didn't see drops, and it at least makes me think, all right, we know Rex Burkhead is hurt, and we know there's an opening. And James White had a 22-yard run, more to the point of the holes being huge. I mean, I don't know if he was touched on his touchdown run. And James White's going to be involved, but 8 carries for him. It's a season high. He's not even typically an 8-carry guy. So Michel should have workload there for him, and I think he showed enough in week 4 on film for me to go, yeah, I think he can even take advantage of it and prove himself trustworthy. And so Thursday night against the Colts, I've got Michel as an RB2 easily, and because he is the Patriots running back, and because we know that the second half of last year Dion Lewis role is available to him if he excels, he has the upside to be more than merely an RB2, although merely in this environment for running backs is a misstatement. If he's an RB2, he's valuable. So one more guy I want to show some film on coming out of week 4 is Kenny Golladay, the Lions receiver. And I'm going to tell you, it's not here yet, but you watch these 4 targets. This is it. This is the full workload against the Cowboys. I think you're going to agree we might be onto something really special. So this was the first target, late first quarter, 3rd and long. Lions are 3-by-1, and Golladay is the one by himself there at the top of the screen. Golladay runs an underneath cross against a zone, and the Cowboys are planning on this. They're going to rally to tackle him short of the sticks. Golladay even catches the ball thrown slightly behind him, so his momentum sort of slows down a little bit. But look at the acceleration to get to the edge. I always say, watch defenders when you're watching film. Watch how they react. See number 30 there for the Cowboys, Anthony Brown? See him take the great circle route as he tries to get Golladay? Like, you're over there. Wait, no, you're over there. Wait, you're over there. That's because the receiver has surprised him with how fast he gets to and around the edge and gets the first down. That deserved a wow. This one's less about routes or speed, more about body and want to, and we're not going to spend as much time on this one because Fox didn't give us a good replay, but it's thrown basically to both Golladay and the defender, and Golladay yanks it away, and really all we need to see is Matt Stafford after the catch, the little thumbs up. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for saving me. You want to see a catch. Here Golladay is the flanker at the bottom of the screen. Again, it's not about the route. It's kind of an indifferent route that makes me think he didn't think he was getting the ball. But we'll show you a different angle. Look at the coordination on what winds up being a back shoulder throw that, listen, that's good defense. The defender's right on top of him and falling out of bounds. Golladay adjusts in midair and hands catches it while extending himself. The announcers basically couldn't believe what they'd seen when this happened. They were like quiet for a minute. I think and hope that you're starting to get the idea when we watch film like this. It's rare that we start to believe this guy is different. Not just big at 6'4", not just pretty fast, sort of a 4.5 40 guy, but also a player, just a baller. And this one winds up being a good catch. Well, first of all, we'll just give you an idea of what Matt Stafford looks at before the play. So he's got 3-by-1, and he sees Jeff Heath over the top of the 3. So his question is Jeff Heath doubling Golladay there in the innermost slot? Maybe, except as we roll it, just before the snap, we see Heath back off. So Stafford knows what he's got. He's got a route combination where Marvin Jones is going to draw coverage deep, and Golladay can run his out cut underneath it. And then you can just see the catch. Hands catch, over the shoulder, smooth, right? It doesn't make it look spectacular, but smooth. Kenny Golladay is just smooth. So what are we saying about Kenny Golladay? I see a future star. I recognize there's 3 guys there. Golden Tate is the one who had the big Sunday against the Cowboys, scores the 2 touchdowns, makes plays down the field. I think we know from Tate's past usage that's not typically what he is or does, and that in fact that intermediate deeper stuff is likelier to go to Golladay or Marvin Jones. And Marvin Jones all 3 of them had over 50 yards receiving once again. Marvin Jones himself had a terrific over-the-shoulder, incredible hands catch in this game. They're all really talented. I think if we squint and look into the future, where, Golden Tate's a free agent after this year. I don't know if he's going to be back, and if he's not, and if it's Golladay and Marvin Jones and, some TJ Jones, someone else, boy, here's what Golladay is giving off to me. He's given off A.J. Green vibes to me. Maybe not quite that level of deep speed, but enough and really good and just a very good player. Where we stand right now is there's 3 of them, and in any given week you can absolutely start any of them, and I get it, and I have no problem with it. I can understand, though, why in any given week you might rank Golladay as the likeliest of the 3 of them to go off, because I think he's the most complete of the group, the smoothest of the group, and potentially the biggest play threat of the group in the most different situations.
Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button, write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.